There we go. Now it should be working. Check, 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 check. Okay, we're all good. Okay. For those of you who are watching, I think a few of you are watching. Can you hear me? All right, for the dispels, Yasmin, we're going to have you do the first dispel. For the second dispel, let's have spell check, Quixie, and Inway. You guys call out who you're going to dispel.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Perfect. And when Yasmin does her mass dispel, I will pop a cooldown. And Eric, when... Oh, actually, no, Eric, you're on DPS. It's all good. I will use the second cooldown for the second one. All good. Oh, perfect.
I believe.
You're backing me. I'm being stalked here.
Where were you? Were your ears burning?
Oh, I see him join Discord, then I see him getting Battle.net.
And your sound did come up on your stream.
Is it coming through now? Can you hear me now?
Wasn't a few minutes ago. You're not talking right now, but no picture of you, but I heard a clear sound.
Okay, good. Yeah, there's no picture. I'm feeling pretty miserable tonight. You don't want to see this face.
Does it look pretty?
Oh, no, not tonight.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
It's been a rough few days, and I appreciate all of your prayers, folks, with respect to Hershey.
Kill go too. Better late than never, I guess.
Well, I took some vaccines yesterday, and they knocked me on my butt.
Well, I just got over a stupid cold like last month. Why do I have another one?
Welcome to education. Because you work in a petri dish?
Oh, you both are not wrong. Hi, Shorty.
Yours would probably do the worried.
Hello.
Hey, Kill.
There he is.
You coming?
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, well, it's quiet.
Ah.
All right, as soon as we get Kill here, we'll be good to go. Sorry for the delay, folks.
50 DKP.
I miss.
Hey, bro, I need to borrow 50 DKP.
I'll sell you 50 for 75.
Ah. Eric, I need to hook up.
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
All set.
Guy from Popeyes.
Whippy.
Okey dokey.
I'm all good. I did a reload, so I lost the ready check. I'm all good.
Well, you guys are going to town. You're already up to this boss?
Yep.
You guys got the teams already?
We do. But Odaz, I appreciate that you were going to volunteer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's list it. Remember, healers, we need to be interrupting Poison Bolt, or rather dispelling it. All right, tether teams, go find each other.
5,
over to the other side, Mary. Perfect.
Spread. Toned voice.
Remember, folks, ads are priority. All right, tether teams, go find each other.
Charging.
Cookies, health pots. Let's get bracing her up.
Transition.
Oh, come on, whatever. Pardon me.
3, 2, 1. Toned voice.
Okay, get ready for the dispel. Everybody out of the middle.
Center.
Oh, come on. Okay, we need Briesinger, we need Snow
Toned voice.
to the middle. Good job.
Just bring the boss in the middle so we can cleave off of it when it's weakened.
Yeah, I know.
Center. 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Get ready for the next dispel.
Center.
Everyone out of the middle.
I'm down.
It's Grim, Skull, and Abractus in the middle.
I got Grim. I got Skull.
Toned voice. Special coming.
Cookies, health pots.
Hit the boss in the middle, guys, when it's like this. We need it. We need the damage.
Toned voice.
Odazza, can you take Mary's spot with Skull
Yes.
if needed? Okay. Do the dance, folks. Oh. Pardon me. Ugh. Could we get a rally, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Second pots.
Frontal. AOE incoming. Three, two,
Remember to not break your webs.
watch your step. Charge.
Good try. That's okay. Let's wipe it up.
Oh, poop.
Snapped, yeah, at the end. Yeah, and the people that have the tethers are gonna need dedicated healing, I think, because we're taking a lot of damage.
Do you take more damage the further the other person gets from you?
Take,
I don't know.
you take more damage just by having the tether. I don't know about the distance.
Yep.
I don't know if spell check still has a soul stone. I thought I got him, but
Right back.
Are we releasing?
yeah.
Get your buff if you already haven't done so. Ugh.
So, Bruce, did you want me to switch partners, or was that just like in case something happens to Mary?
Yeah, that was just in the event because we lost Mary.
Okay, gotcha.
I think it's good to have an alternative anyway, just in case.
Well, full disclosure, if my partner dies, I'm just grabbing the closest person to me and dragging you to the thing, so.
So if you get grabbed, don't move.
I think you did that to me one time, Skull.
I did.
I was like, oh, all right, let's make it work.
And it did.
And it did. Yeah.
Yeah, just a reminder, during that second phase where the dispels go on, when that boss gets stunned, everybody should be switching to that boss for the increased damage. And if we can try to get the other boss near it for cleave, it just helps that much more with getting the health down.
Correct.
It's both the times we have to do anything special, like the trip team when we get him tripped, a noob, and the other one when we get dispelled. The other one, whatever its name is.
Yeah, whatever boss is stunned takes increased damage, so we just gotta remember to everybody switch when they're stunned to whatever boss is stunned.
Pretty solid pull, though. We got to the last phase.
It was.
First try.
Yep. Good job on the dispels, too. Hey, Rob Norton, how's it going? How's your raid night going? All right, tether teams, find each other. Going great. We didn't raid for prog this week, but phase 2 on queen. Well done. We're hoping to get some practice with phase 1. That's the plan. We're just gonna take it in chunks. We'll get this joker down, and then we'll move on to queen. All right, tether teams, find each other.
I need someone. Thank you.
Oh, come on. Wasn't even close. Oh, come on.
I'm down.
I got Mary. Okay, get out of the center, folks. Okay, it's going to be Skull, Desi, and Katra. Get to the center. Everyone else out of the center. Okay, we are good for a mass dispel. Well done. Okay, get ready for the dispel. Everyone out of the center. DK, Raz, and Odessa in the center.
I'll get DK.
I got Raz.
Ice Tiger needs to be in the center. Everybody else move away. Good job. I'm getting Brissinger up.
bad.
AoE.
Yep, we're confident it'll be this week. We had too many watch parties for the match last night. For sure, yes. Oh, crap.
AoE.
Ugh. Oh, crap. Me too.
Tuned burst. AoE incoming. 3, 2, 1. Freeze.
Remember, don't break your tether.
I'm down.
Watch your step.
Cookies, health pots, rally.
I gotta be.
Oh, crap.
Strengthen.
I'm tethered. Or spiked.
Break your tether if you have to.
Break it.
Watch your step. Strengthen.
Okay, for dispels, we need skull.
I got a spike.
I'll get Dev.
Special camp.
Foxy and Ketra.
I got that.
I will not be able to taunt if I don't get out of the spike. Okay, I'm out of it. Never mind.
Hit the caster.
Cookies, health pots, folks. Defensives.
Strengthen. 3, 2, 1. Freeze.
Link there.
Watch your step.
Get ready for dispels.
Stop quicks.
Out of the center. It's going to be Foxy, Opti, and Ketra.
Hey, bro.
Capture's dead.
Pop if it's safe. Pop if it's safe, guys.
AoE incoming.
Can I get a res, please? Thank you. There it is.
Ooh.
Well done, folks.
That's right, still on?
Hey, thanks, guys. All right, remember, folks, you get 2 main spec need wins. After that, you either have to transmog, greed, or pass.
So you loot the box for the skip item. We need 3 of them.
This is true.
It's not bad for only our second pull tonight.
It's excellent.
What's that?
We taking a picture?
I love you. I love you.
Heck yeah.
What I do?
Face the stairs.
Oh, give me a second. I haven't. Where are we facing that?
Facing the
Let's see
stairs.
here. Yeah, let's face the stairs. And for transparency's sake, since Eric had to go DPS, I'm assuming, Eric, that you'll be rolling on healing gear. It's whatever you want.
I think he wants to roll on fishing gear.
Right?
You have to go fishing to do that.
All right, say cheese
And burger.
and burger.
How about this? I'll take a trip out there since I'm not doing anything, and you can teach me. Not really teach me. I know how to fish, but
We're missing Dev in the picture, aren't we?
Did we miss you, Foxy? Foxy, come back. We care. You gotta be in the picture. Come on back, folks. After we get this this trash, we'll take another picture. Oh, I hate being feared.
You just use Lichborn.
Okie doke, Foxy. Oh. Foxy doesn't want to be in the picture, folks, so we'll just continue.
Typical.
GK. Oh, that's right. That's why you guys were on this boss. Because we locked it out.
Yes.
I thought, how'd you guys get here so quick? I was only 7 minutes late.
Well, that's the key. You
We
were
started
late.
at 7.
Trinket.
Oh,
We started at the right time. We didn't have you.
Belt.
I know. I was dragging you down.
But we did start at 7 Central.
So what's different in this fight than
Oh, we're not taking a picture?
Us. Foxy says it's all good.
Yasmin's back here.
All right, with respect to the loot, Katra, grats on your gloves, Mary on your bracers, and bees on that trinket. Okay, I hope everyone read my cheat notes and also watched the TLDR version of this fight. There was some mature language, but it was a really good quick breakdown of this fight. All right, let me just do some rejigging here. Okay, we're gonna do.
I'm gonna say I totally watched that video. I totally watched.
See, a teacher knows when a student's been lying about doing their homework or not, you see.
He's the teacher's getting ready for True Truths and a Lie, you see.
Uh-huh. So we got
I
one,
mean, by watch it,
two.
I knew about it.
Um, 1, 5, 4, 5. Let's see.
Hey, Graham, can you drop some cookies?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said in my post, I just want to focus on phase 1 and intermission. If we get beyond that, great. But I want to take this fight in chunks. There's a lot of mechanics on heroic. I'm not going to explain them all because that would just be overwhelming. So we're just going to focus on the first little bit, and then we'll go from there. All right, let me just make sure everybody's here. This is a fun one. I enjoy progression. Nice. Okay, where's my good stuff here? Queen. Okay, first things first, we're going to need 6 volunteers to touch the butt.
I'll do it.
Excellent.
Can tanks do it?
I believe so.
I'll take.
Debuff it that we have to run out though? Or is that only on normal? Does that go away in heroic?
What's that?
The green circle.
Yes, you still need to run out.
We tried it one time before.
Tanks probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, did I hear kill?
Yeah, kill.
An Arctic.
And skull.
Okay, so we've got
That's a do if you need me.
odds.
What about
evens.
non-skull? You gonna do it?
Spell
So
can do it if needed.
kill.
Eric?
Kill is all.
It's always a good idea to have backups as well.
And
If
snow.
needed, sure. I mean, I'm gonna be standing in the thing anyway, so my name is all I can touch it.
So did I hear kill, skull, and snow?
Yep.
And I heard spell check.
Yeah, I can do it if needed.
Or that's if needed.
I don't want to touch the same
So-
butt as kill is touched though.
Kill.
Ew.
And Fidelia is needed.
Okay.
Okay, you can go first. I'll take sloppy second.
Oh.
We've got snow. We've got kill.
You said that with way too much
We've got
enthusiasm.
skull.
This is not his first rodeo.
Bro, we're killing this thing.
Okay. So 2. That's 4.
taking it for the team.
Skull.
Do they all have to touch it at the same time, or does they
No.
they go?
6 different times because you can't touch it and you can't touch it again after you do it.
Correct.
You touch two at once, right? Or is that just a minute?
Yes, we're gonna get 2 butt touching mechanics on heroic. So we're gonna get 2 circles at the same time.
And one person go inner, one person go outer. Next, because you might end up with two in the same circle.
Correct. So let's
So-
say, just for poops and gigs and fun, let's say the boss is on skull. So those who get the touch the butt mechanic, ideally we want to place them behind the boss at, like, worst case scenario, either side of the boss, ideally behind the boss. And so we're going to have odds. You guys are going to be grouped up on the outer, because we also have to split the raid into 2 groups. We all can't group up on one. We have to split them into 2 groups. So if we have one butt toucher on star and another one on nipple, then we're going to have the odds. You guys will always be grouped up on the circle that's closer to the outer edge, and evens, you guys will always be grouped up on the closer to the inner edge. Any questions about that?
Don't you want nipple more here due to overlap of the rings?
Correct. Yeah. So that's just kind of an approximate of where we want them placed. And so that means for the odds group, so that's going to be 1, 3, and 5. We're going to have Snow. You're going to be the first person to touch the butt. Second person will be Kill. Third person will be Eric. For the nipple group, so that's going to be evens. That's 2, 4, 6. We're going to have Spell. You're going to be the first person to touch the butt. Then Skull. And then Odessa, did I hear you volunteer?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so Odessa, you're going to be number 3. We might not need 3 teams, like 6 people to touch the butt. It just depends on how quickly we get them to 35%. Because on normal, we typically only have 2 rounds of the touch the butt mechanic, but I'm anticipating we're probably going to have 3 rounds. So that means when we call out to say touch the butt, if the circles are placed where you see them now, then that means when the ring expands, both touch the butters are going to be touching the butt at the same time. But if we have someone take it out to Africa accidentally, well, that group won't be touching the butt at the same time because their ring is going to take longer to reach them. So if we can keep kind of this triangular structure when we're dropping the bombs, the butts, that would be great. Then it just simplifies when we need to touch the butt and we all do it at the same time.
And you're gonna call touch the butt, right?
I will call touch the butt.
You're going to what? Okay, we said we're not going to watch the cast bar. We're going to go up your call.
Well, hopefully my call will be in line with the cast bar.
Okay.
Any questions? Yep, go ahead.
Is even star or nipple?
So odds is star, evens is nipple.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Okay.
Evens would be closest to the middle, right?
Correct. Evens will always be closest to the middle. Odds will always be closest to the outer edge.
Do you know the name of the cast by any chance?
Off the top of my head, no. No, I don't. I can go back into my notes and find it, but...
If the circle's there and she's casting something, it's probably it.
Okay. All right, for the...
I believe it's Venom Nova, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I know it doesn't say this in the notes and, you know, in the logs and in any guide, but tanks, it does feel like that liquefy happens faster. So you guys will probably have to kite him faster, like before he drops those green puddles. Like you want to err on the side of sooner than later, because we can't have the boss in those green liquefy puddles. So it just feels faster. I know it doesn't say that anywhere. It just feels faster. So just be mindful of that. And for healers, liquefy now does raid Y damage. So we're probably going to have to assign cooldowns, but for now I just want to kind of feel how it's going to feel before we do that. So healers, be mindful of that. And tanks, the feast mechanic is now based on unmitigated damage. And so it hits like a truck, like it hits like Godzilla on heroic. Like if, you know, it hits bad on normal, it hits worse on heroic. So Harima, your death strike is going to be very beneficial for the feast mechanic. You want to be death striking constantly in order to help with your mitigated damage.
Not like overcooked spaghetti.
That's right.
So I just have one question.
Yep.
You're sure you want the puddles dropped behind the boss?
Correct. At worst, to the side.
Because the problem is going to be the liquefied puddle. Because we're going to kite the boss towards skull. The liquefied puddle is going to be in between the two things that we have to gather in. And then the people that run out are going to have to dodge around the liquefied puddle.
So if the boss is on skull, I'm assuming that the liquefied puddles, they're going to be like a trail, like where X is, kind of behind where skull is, kind of. So when I say behind, it's behind, but kind of to the side.
Okay.
So kind of where the markers are now. What we really want to avoid is nothing in front, because everything now drops a puddle. And so we want to make sure that everything in front of the boss is clear. So we have a clear path where we need to kite and take the boss. Even when we... Go ahead.
I was going to say like 4 to 4:30 or 7 to 7:30.
Perfect.
So you're not quite at the 3 and 9 o'clock, but you're also not close to 6 o'clock.
Perfect. And the mechanic where we need to loosely stack, that's the roots mechanic, and we're all familiar with that on normal. On heroic, it also drops puddles. So that's why it's imperative that we loosely need to stack so we can DPS out of the roots. We want to do that quickly because we don't want to be standing in the bad for, for any length of time. So when that mechanic happens, we loosely stack, we're in front of the boss, we DPS the roots out, then we move away because the puddles are going to be there.
So for a practice and kill, what I suggest is your hand of freedom. Choose somebody that does not have something to remove a root. Focus them and hand of freedom them, but make sure that it's communicated because you can't stand in the group. You're going to leave a puddle, everybody else is going to be trying to DPS out of theirs, and that puddle is going to be damaging everybody that's stuck. So, like if you stood over here and cleared yourself, you're going to leave your puddle over here, and the group won't be standing in it. But we can get 4 people released that way, easily.
The sooner the better.
It's just a matter of
so you want me to
do it
bless
in the group.
You want me to bless up freedom somebody other than myself?
Yeah, because your blessing of freedom should do somebody and then yourself as well.
Those can disengage, druids can shapeshift out of it.
Yeah,
you know,
so if you're going to do anything that's going to remove that snare, you don't want to be standing on X when you do it. It's a pre-planned thing. Because if you're standing on X with everybody else and you remove that snare, you're dropping your puddle in the group, and then everybody in the group is taking the damage and cannot get out of it.
does anybody happen to know if Thunder Powers from Shaman does it?
It says it drops snares, so I'm guessing it does, but I won't know until it happens.
I'm gonna change my back into that then.
So, Bractus, if you target me and Blessing of Freedom me, you should get it as well as I do if you want to try it. See, we both got it. So you would remove my snare and remove.
Yeah, but when are you saying to do it, and where am I supposed to do it? Not where I'm not supposed to do it. Where am I supposed to do it?
Over towards the side, so not in front of the boss and not standing in the puddle, but over towards either the outer edge or the inner edge. That way you're not in the group, because you're just going to remove your snare,
So
and then you move out of your puddle.
Remember on
So,
normal.
how do I move? How do I move with the snare on me? Then?
You don't.
I thought,
You have to pre-place yourself before the snare happens.
Yeah.
So you have to pre-place yourself over here, and then the snare happens, then you do Blessing of Freedom.
Yeah, before the snare comes up, you get a white circle around you that lets you know it's going to come up. At that time, you would move towards one of the outer edges, and then your partner would move towards one of the outer edges. That way, those puddles are not dropped in the group.
so you want me to pick somebody specifically?
That does not have a snare clear. So, like, if you wanted to pick Purse, because Purse has freedom. But if you wanted to pick me or somebody else that doesn't have a snare clear, pick them, let them know. That way they know to move out, and then you always clear that person, which also clears you.
So who doesn't have a snare clear?
Okay,
Yasmin?
guys.
Oh, hold on. No, go ahead, Go ahead, Kill. Go ahead, Kill.
I was trying to find out who doesn't have a snare clear. I know it's Yasmin, right? She doesn't have one. Does everybody else have one? Because the hunters, can they do something out of snare?
Disengage.
They could disengage.
Okay. And we got the DKs have their advance, right? They probably can use their advance or something.
Katra, does your Vengeful Retreat work?
No, but I have Letter Walk, so I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't think I've got anything to remove the snare.
Actually, Vengeful Retreat probably does work.
Okay,
I'm
I was
pretty certain
wondering.
on that,
Okay.
so I apologize.
Okay. The one last thing that I'll say, after that phase when we go into intermission, so that's the rest phase where she sucks us in and tries to eat us and kill us, we need to loosely spread out, because unlike on heroic, or unlike on normal rather, we're going to splash damage to the people around us, so we can't be loosely stacked. We actually have to be loosely spread. And that's the time when we're trying to push back against the suck-in. We're also trying to avoid the waves. Like, there's so much going on there, I realize, but we can't be stacked up. We have to be loosely spread out for that. And that's all I'm going to say. So just this phase and intermission is what we're going to work on.
First one, last question.
Yep.
The people touching the button in the middle of the circle, you want us to run backwards with the things that drop the poison, right?
Correct. Yep. To the side or back. And just to confirm, odds, it's Snow first, then Kill, then Eric. Evens, it's Spell, Skull, and Odessa for touching the butt. All right, here we go.
Real quick before we go, so when I get the white circle, I'm not grouping up with everybody else. I'm going slightly outside toward the middle with Graham and releasing both of us. Correct? That's the thing.
Yep.
And
okay, so Graham, just follow me out when we get the circle.
We don't need to stand together, but I will be away from people.
Yep. So just worry
I'm sorry,
about.
I was just told that we were both going to drop the puddle, so we would both need to be
You
out.
will.
Right.
So don't worry about his puddle. Just worry about your puddle. Assume that he's going to be out. So when you're out, just release him. It'll release you, and we'll be golden.
we're going to see it in a minute, and it's all going to make sense.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, let's go ahead and list. Okay, reactive toxin in 5.
Watch your step. You're getting up there, kid.
Oh, we have.
So
Yeah,
outer.
we can't put them behind like this.
We have to actually, you can. We just have to space the boss further.
Yeah, we do want them behind folks.
Faster around.
Yeah, we do want them behind, at best to the sides.
I have a soul stone.
Oh shoot, sorry.
Sorry, there's a lot of talking.
That's okay.
So regardless of which group you're in, right? If you get one of the persons got to go towards the outside where the odds are, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, one goes to the edge, and then one goes closer to the middle. And then in terms of our stacking point, odds is closer to the middle. Sorry, odds is closer to the edge. Evens is closer to the middle.
Would it be smarter to tank her more down like this aisle where I'm at, so there's more room on either side, or no?
I'm almost there.
I feel like if you're tanking her like where Skull is and bringing her backwards, you're not leaving enough space on this side. But if it was more over here, you'd have more space over here.
We can try that. It's just there's a smaller circle has, not as far to go. So we could run into the liquefied puddles on the opposite edge eventually. We can try.
But we might need more boss movement, so we have space behind.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, we need to space the boss more so the puddles can go behind the boss, and yeah. It's the first pull. We'll get it.
Yeah, oh, for sure. For sure.
Hey, Chris, quick question.
Yep.
Can I say, just for the sake of struggles on my part, can I save on my pots until we learn P1?
Sure.
Okay.
Honestly, you guys should probably not be like DPSing hard. You should be like looking at movement and like the first few pulls, like just check out what's happening and position yourselves properly, that sort of thing.
Yeah, at this point, mechanics is more important than DPS.
But just looking where we are right now, so we be behind the boss now or in front of the boss? Clockwise.
So most DPS should be probably over towards where I am, because we're going to be going this way. And if you're in front of the boss and you drop a puddle for any reason, then we have to go around that puddle.
So we should be around X. Because we're going to pull boss to skull. Okay, reactive toxin in 5. 1 to the inner, 1 to the outer. Okay, drop them. 1 inner, 1 outer. Very nice. Okay, get ready to go in. Go ahead and touch the butt. Well done. Run out, rinse and repeat. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to be loosely stacking here. This is the mechanic that we were talking about earlier. Okay, Okay, loosely stack here. Blessings. React the toxin in 4. 1 out, 1 in. Go ahead and pop if it's safe.
I'm down.
1 out, 1 in. Okay, everyone get to your assigned bomb.
Assigned bomb is in bad.
Oh,
Okay,
you
it's
didn't
all
say
good.
touch the butt.
That's okay. We had one in the
Okay.
melee. It's okay.
I was like, don't mess up, Kill, don't mess up. And I didn't hear anything. I'm like, oh.
No, you did that. Hey, that was great. And good job, Tanks, on pacing the boss. That was excellent. Like I said, it's not written anywhere. It's just one of those things where you just feel that it, out of necessity, you just have to move her faster.
I confirm Thunder's Power does not clear it.
Okay.
I confirm that as well.
Yep. We should probably try to stack up like we do on normal on that mechanic, like all in a nice row instead of like
Yep.
some on either side of the
Peter
boss.
Walker moves it, by the way.
Yeah, so when Purse says loosely stack, think about it like any other mechanic where you get a circle around you and you're going to drop something. You don't want to include your neighbor, but you want your circle to touch your neighbor's circle. It's a loose stack.
Yeah. Similar to what we do on normal.
Oh, for the shamans, underneath Thunderous Paws is your Gust the Wind and your Spirit Walk. You want to choose Spirit Walk.
Okay, I tried Gust of Wind and didn't do it. So Spirit Walk will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more attempt and then we'll take a break.
Anybody drop a Jeeves, please?
Oh, you're in my head.
Get someone, can you get
Sure,
some stuff as well?
And a lockbox.
Would also suggest that if you are one of the people that has the toxic thing on you that's going to give us the bug, you have nowhere to stand.
Hey, Naz, how's it going? Oh, I know. Again, I don't get it. Like, I was sick last month and thought I had my turn and and then I would be safe for the rest of the year, but guess not. So, hence why I don't have my camera turned on, because you don't want to see this face. And Rob Norton, so far so good. I like it. Let's lose. Okay, toxin in 5. 1 outer, 1 inner. Outer and inner, outer and inner. Okay, odds to the edge, even is inner. Get ready to touch the butt. Okay, now. Well done. Run away. Okay, loosely stack. Okay, here comes the loosely stack mechanic. Bomb in 5. 1 outer, 1 inner. I got Eric. Odds to the outer, evens to the inner. Everybody in.
I'm still rooted.
Second group, get ready.
Yeah.
Okay, let's touch the butt. Run away, good job.
Oh. Wow.
Watch your step.
All right, let's wipe it up, and then once we're all back here, we'll start break timer. Pretty.
I
Took
have a
8.5 million damage from liquefy.
It's awful. It's rough.
That's a truck.
And in like in the last phase with Gorge, on heroic it's even worse. Like it's just ridiculous the amount of damage that they expect you guys to mitigate.
So with 3.4 million, is that
Mitigated, it's the unmitigated damage.
oh, that goes to everyone else in the raid.
It bumps up to everyone. Kind of like on the last boss in Avarice, where on that first phase in Avarice, if we don't, whatever is unmitigated pumps out to the raid.
Gotcha.
It's really rough on the tanks because not only do they have to mitigate their own damage, any unmitigated damage, like you said, goes on to the raid. So it's really punishing for the tanks on this fight. So kudos to the tanks.
So is that where we should be using our defensives?
And we might be assigning healing cooldowns at that time too. So I'll just we'll get a few more attempts and then we'll polish up the strat.
It appears the circles that people run out from touching the button doesn't drop a puddle. That's a good thing.
All right, see you guys in 5. Doing well, I blame the students. Oh, you're not wrong. I work in a cesspool of infection. So true. That's all right. Rob said, little homie hit the next whirlwind milestone. Walking. Oh my goodness! Already, he's got a few unassisted steps, but he's using everything to walk around and get to places. He's on the move now. You guys are in trouble. Oh, but that's awesome. There's Epsilon. Alright, so I gotta switch that then. Pardon me. Goodness. Slavko, I believe, is his other tune. Slav. H-I-J-K, L-M-N-O-P. Pardon me. Salon's alt. And I need Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. We spend the first 2 years of our kids' lives teaching them to walk and talk, then the rest of our lives trying to get them to sit down and shut up. Isn't that the truth? So true.
Hey, Grim. Can you open up the Skybridge for the Optimus Prime? Thank you. And for Yasmin.
We'll do it for Yasmin.
You can make them friends for arrival.
Goodness.
Delightful.
2,
It's pistachio. Oh, thank you, Gilmar. Very
You're welcome, buddy. Just trying to help out.
Okay, I need
How quick I
more
need
of
to
this.
remember so that spell check used to do that for me.
Yes. Hey, yes, you got your summons, right?
I know, it's in remembrance of when you used to do it for me. I do have to work on how I talk. I don't think anyone can understand me when I talk. I know I slur, but holy potatoes.
No, I understood you. I just got reprimanded for it, so I'm still a little sensitive still about it. Did you get my sharks?
I did, thank you.
I had some very rude warlock following me around, stealing my poles while I was trying to fish them up.
I saw that.
It wasn't even me.
I know that. That was me.
It's weird that that's
He
not.
definitely tried to implement me, though, or implicate me.
There's some sushi
No,
in
wasn't
it
you.
somewhere. Make sure we eat.
There we go.
What? Food.
Yep, nice tiger, put some food still.
Where?
Taters, precious, taters.
Bro, I don't see none.
Table needs to be way too small.
Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew.
Potatoes.
It would probably also help if it wasn't in the dull green of my cookies.
All right, let's see who's
There we
back.
Sushi's done for those that eat.
Oh, well, thanks.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
What if I'm back physically but not mentally?
Isn't that your normal state?
Well,
Yeah.
you're in good company, Spell, because that's how I feel.
The reason why there was the warning on the sushi is because one of them is suspect.
I thought so.
I just seen a video of a TikTok influencer who was eating sushi on one of his live streams, and there was a worm moving out of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh. And he ate it. That's what made it worse.
The person who's filleted a lot of fish in his life, there are worms and fish.
Yeah.
There are.
But luckily, most of the fish he filleted are frozen, so the worms are dead. But if you get the live fish, they're still alive.
Yeah, this was raw, live, not cooked, not frozen.
For somebody who was in culinary and took their serve safe, and you learn all the different ways you can get sick from fish and shellfish, it kind of makes you be very leery about eating something with a worm in it.
Alrighty, folks. If we do transition to the next phase, which is when we each have our own ads to deal with that catapults us up to the next level, then odds, just as we do it on normal, so odds will go to blue, evens will go to panties. And then if we get that far, we'll talk about the mechanics for the next phase.
Oh, you got my marker right.
Was that?
I said you got my marker right. I'm a
Well,
pain.
there you go. Alrighty, on the tanks.
Said you were a PETA?
Panty.
He is a PETA.
Very much.
Okay, bomb in 5. 1 to the outer, 1 to the inner.
Watch your step.
I check the inner.
Get locked upward.
Okay, this is going to be tricky. You each are going to have to pop your own bombs. So when we don't have them spaced out like that, like in a triangular formation, then it means the ring is going to hit them at different times. Let's go ahead and wipe it up.
Grim did not soulstone me.
Opti has a reincarnation. If we could use Opti, that would be great.
I think I was waiting for the ready check for go.
It's been done.
There we go.
Apologies for staying up that late. I just wanted to test and see if my turtle would actually protect me from that as the last minute.
Oh, good.
I mean, we all also got rooted. None of us could die.
Alrighty, on the tanks. Lots, thank you. Okay, bomb in 5, outer and innie. Good job, tanks.
Watch your step.
I got Brissinger. Okay, everybody in. Okay, pop it. Run out. Okay, we're going to loosely stack in 5 seconds. Loosely stack.
I'd rid of that.
Watch your step.
Okay, let's wipe it up.
Wait a minute, I am both down.
We're down to tank. Let's wipe it up.
Watch your feet. Hit the button for the puppet upward.
Perfect placement for those bombs. Oh, shoot.
We do have a range backup.
I think Snow hit the button.
So did I. I meant I hit release.
So we need a closet for purrs.
'Cause I'm a dum-dum.
Yeah, it's all good. You're used to it. Years and years of releasing.
Maybe a lot's going on.
Thank you.
I wonder if Blizzard's ever gonna give up this idea that running back is fun and just let us like res at the boss we're working on.
Right? Because the demoralizing run back just, doesn't help anybody.
They did it really well with Frog.
All right, here we go.
Just res right at the boss.
Yeah.
Who remembers the guild perk we used to have that, a guild a certain rank, which is apparently unfair to some people. You had master res, everybody had master res.
Yep, I remember that. Okay, bomb in 5. 1 to the outer, 1 to the inner.
Watch your step.
Oh. Okay, everybody in? Okay, pop it. Run out. Go ahead if it's safe. Oh. I got snow. Okay, let's wipe it up.
What killed me? Oh, she turned and smacked me.
Watch your step.
So somehow I still got hit by that acid nova, even though we hit the butt.
Yeah, taunted her and then she stopped, smacked you, and then taunted.
Yeah, she just didn't like me.
Okay, should have a soul stone.
No, person would have popped, so I popped up.
Bobby Doc?
Yes, please.
Never mind.
When you first up, she gets rest.
Thank you.
I don't get it. I got launched in the air and somehow still got hit by it.
I did last time.
I don't know if we want to touch the butt like a second or two sooner, since we're staying that close.
Yeah. Well, since it does depend on where the butts are placed and how long it's going to take for that ring to reach those grouped up targets, those folks who are touching the butt, you just want to touch the butt rather than having me call it out. You guys just want to watch the cast bar and do it when it makes sense for the positioning of your group.
That would be my preference, yes.
Yeah, I've been hitting it when it looked like it was the right time.
Okay, then that's what we'll do.
Also, for the people inside the circle, you can probably help out a little bit by standing on the side of, if your circle's closed, stand on the far side. If the circle's far, stand on the near side of the circle.
Alrighty, here we go.
Sounds a lot like geometry that we never were going to use.
Equilateral triangles, folks. Okay, bomb in 5.
Watch your step.
Outer any. Everybody in.
Oh, someone hit it.
Careful not.
Get knocked backward.
Oh, we had a premature pop.
Okay, let's wipe it up.
I will take full responsibility for that.
Also, don't get in the circle until the circle is formed and you see the ring, because you take blast damage if you're close to the person who's dropping the circle.
You also have to watch where the blades are going, because sometimes it's unavoidable.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
what happened to me.
we don't have enough place with the not having to stand in the puddle as it's setting up with the blades at the same time and all the liquefied puddles around us. We don't have enough room to move around. So if we could move the boss more, I think that would be helpful.
The only problem is if we move him more, we will run into the liquefied puddle on the other side. We'll try.
I mean, we're essentially betting on we're going to get 3 butt touches before
Yep.
we fade, right?
That's my prediction. Yes.
So should we try to break the platform into 6 pie slices and in each phase just move it to a whole new section? That way we're away from everything else that's in that area. I know
Yeah, we can try.
Okay.
So we'll start the boss on Skull. I'll taunt the boss over to about here, which will give us this pie slice here and give us plenty of room. It's a lot of movement, but
I don't see this phase being the DPS check part of it. This is just the survival part. It's the phase where we're going up the platforms. That's the DPS check because we have
Correct.
to go down.
Yeah.
the DPS part is also the pull-in part, because we got to bust through her shield before she pulls us in 4 times, because you will not be able to run out on the 4th time.
So realistically, should we save hero for the shield
Um,
and just worry about strictly staying alive during this?
for now, just for progression, we're just gonna lust at the beginning, and then we'll go from there. But you're likely not wrong. We'll take a look at the numbers and we'll tweak it, and we'll certainly have it more polished for next Friday or next Saturday.
Can we keep the lockout, or we'll have to go through the whole row?
No, we're gonna keep the lockout.
5, 4, 3.
And DPS is looking really good too, folks. Okay, dropping the bombs in 5.
Watch your step.
Out and in.
Get knocked backward.
Okay, everybody in. Run out. Good, good. We're going to be loosely stacking in 5. I got in way. Loosely stack.
I'm down.
We got both tanks
So
down.
Shurima.
Let's wipe it up.
I have a soul card this time.
I wasn't even hitting her when she jumped to me that time. I was just standing there.
Get knocked backward.
That was much better for the positioning, though. We had enough room to move out of the blades and out of the circle and all of that.
Yep, it felt good. Get that, Raz?
I haven't getting anything yet.
I got it.
Okay. Hey, Savvy, how's it going? Yeah, space is good. Yeah, I mentioned to the tanks that, unless I'm wrong, I don't see it written anywhere, but the tanks have to move faster to make sure that they're kiting the boss out of the liquefy. It just feels like the liquefy just drops faster. So therefore, we gotta move faster. It is the final frontier. We just gotta keep moving. Check your goodies, folks. Make sure you're all lubed up.
No early pull. I already had a hard time getting aggro.
Okay, bomb in 5. 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Nicely done. Okay, everybody in.
Get knocked backward.
Perfect positioning, folks. Oh. Go ahead if it's safe, Odessa. Loosely stack here.
Watch your step.
Bomb in 5. 1 out, 1 in.
Watch.
Still waiting on this Blessing of Freedom.
Oh no.
Oh.
Too many people were standing.
Yeah.
Get in the circle.
Oh, I did too soon.
Bait.
We'll just play it out.
Taunt boss.
Alright, let's wipe it up.
Queen says no, we're not gonna fight it.
What did somebody say about the Blessing of Freedom? What happened?
I didn't get it.
I sent it to you.
Oh, maybe he sent it before it went off, but I was still rooted.
Did 3 people get knocked off of the platform when the butt dropped?
Yeah, that was my fault.
Graham, have you getting it the other times?
Yeah, every other time it's been fine. And it was just this
It
time.
was almost 4, but I was able to run out to the other side quick enough.
Did you get that, Yasmin? Okay.
Did I notice if when you're in the circle and you touch the button, is it directional from the inside of the circle out, which way it knocks you, or is it always knock you toward the boss? Or just straight up in the air?
I think it's just straight up in the air.
Well, people get knocked off, it may be directional.
Well, it's the initial cast of it when it explodes to leave the butt. If you're standing in that circle, it will knock you off the edge.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So don't stand in the small green circle. Wait till you see the butt on the ground with the big
Absolutely, Savvy.
The solid green you don't stand
We've got the freedoms assigned. I need a little Braveheart. Freedom! All set in May?
Yep, Had to put Willow down.
All good.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Eight. Tuned boss.
Bomb in 5. 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Ugh. Okay, everybody in? Okay, we're gonna loosely stack in 5.
Watch your step.
Bomb in 4. 1 out, 1 in.
Move to diamond. Watch your.
One in.
Oh,
Oh.
we got 2 out.
Oh.
The back one's in bad.
Eight. Tuned boss.
Alright, let's wipe it up.
Watch your step.
She tried to get me.
What percentage does she phase at?
35. Or 2.5 minutes into the fight. Opti or Eric, do you mind popping?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, Opti did. I'll say that.
Awesome.
Sorry, I was playing the keyboard. I almost took a picture. I went to the grocery store today, and there's this stuff that was Opti free, and I almost took a picture of it and posted it in the chat just to say that this is something.
So she phases only 2 minutes in.
2.5 actually.
2.5.
Or 35%, whichever one happens first.
How close were we to the 2.5?
We were.
We were 1 minute 56
Oh,
seconds.
yeah, about 30
Yeah.
seconds off.
Yeah.
Seemed a lot longer than that.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, right.
It's almost as long as it takes Opti to res people.
Sorry, didn't realize I was the first healer rezzed. I wasn't paying attention. Just accepted.
No, you're good. Anyway, this is all Opti.
Sorry, I'm not a healer. I don't have a mass red.
You're good, buddy.
Does somebody have a repair bot?
Yeah, I'm gonna put one down.
I can put Jeeves down for free if you want.
Sure.
I think we're getting really good at the floor spec phase.
That we are.
I think we're getting progressively better. If you look at it,
I
more
do.
of us are alive at the 2 butt phase than at the 1 butt phase.
Well, now we just gotta get to the 3rd butt phase.
And one thing that's really encouraging is that folks that have the get out of jail free card with the dispel and snare, they're doing it, which is a good thing. So
Yeah.
the more people do that, and we master that, easier to get to.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And I appreciate the volunteers who are doing the butts.
I like to think of it as doing a booty call.
Oh my.
I frankly have no idea why everyone thinks of it as a butt. Like it's
Yeah, I don't see
Or
it.
for button.
Oh, the button. Shut
I
the
have
button.
heard more accurate representations, but they're not safe for work.
3, 2, 1.
Or it's
When
just
I-
a Finding Nemo reference.
Yeah. When I first explained this fight on normal, yeah, I made a reference to Finding Nemo and it just kind of stuck.
Toy Buzz.
Okay, toxins in 5. 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Okay, everybody
Dang
in.
it, I always move too soon.
Let's do this one really early on the inside.
Oh, nicely done. Run out, folks.
Toy Buzz.
Getting Quixie. We're going to be loosely stacking you for roots in 3 seconds. Oh. Let's wipe it up.
Watch your step.
I have a soul stone.
I hit the red button.
Never mind. Actually, I'll still take it.
Yeah, I was gonna say red button didn't seem to get me.
It does. It
Has
did
gone
do,
off yet?
Yeah, it takes a second.
How dare it?
That reach everybody?
Yeah, everybody's up.
Did you get that kill? Okie dokie, here we go.
That's a good thing. And I'll check the logs to verify.
Did you guys see that housing is coming next winter? A year from now?
I know what your mortgage rates are gonna be like.
5,
This is gonna be a new profession. Snow removal.
1.
Leave snow out of this.
It's Lust.
Toy Buzz.
Bomb in 3. 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Okay, everybody in.
Get knocked backward. Toy Buzz.
Okay, roots loosely stack here.
Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Bomb in 5. 1 out, 1 in.
Move the boss up a bit, please.
Trying to move him.
Okay, everybody in.
Get knocked backward.
Oh!
Can I get a res, please? Thank you.
Watch your step.
Roots in 5, loosely stack here.
Watch your feet.
One out, one in.
Watch your feet.
Good recovery.
Watch your step.
Yeah.
Backward.
Give me a second. Everybody in? Oh shoot.
Oh, I didn't.
That was progress. Okay, let's wipe it up.
What's
that, sweetie? I can't hear you.
Let's say I had done it a second time there because we didn't have anyone doing it in our group. Would I have just died if I had the debuff, or would it have done something bad to the whole raid?
I'm guessing it wouldn't let you. I'm not sure.
Sorry.
Wasn't it the tip of the next phase? Didn't we get to the next phase?
Technically, yes. No.
Yeah, because that's at 2 minutes 37 seconds. So we went 7 seconds into phase 2. Phase 1.5.
We were almost there.
Progress is progress.
Yep. First, you need a res.
She's AFK in a minute.
Oh,
Good kid. Okay, come on over here, kiddo. Good girl.
what'd you do to her, bro?
Sneezed.
There you go. Go pee-pee.
I dropped a rock on her finger.
So,
Sorry about that.
Skull, if you touched the center thing again, what would happen is reaction vapor occurs if the ring touches the reactive froth. So you would inflict $3.4 million nature damage to all players with an additional 1.7 million every 2 seconds for 20 seconds.
Okay, so thank you. So that means don't try to be a hero. We'll just kill
Yeah.
him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be really cool if you could rescue somebody else into the butt.
I wonder what that would do because it when you rescue someone to a mechanic, it brings you there at exactly the same time. So you can do some cool stuff with that, but I don't know what it would do for this push my button thing.
We have 3 people, right?
Sorry, I'm back.
And if somebody on the list dies, call it out so somebody else can do it.
So you know that's how you're supposed to do it the third one.
Third time, yes.
Right?
Okay. Yes.
Sorry, was that directed at me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, folks. When Hershey needs to go out, unfortunately, both hubby and I, we have to take her out because she can't go pee on her own quite yet. So sorry about that.
No need to be sorry. It's understandable.
So, quick question. Are we spreading too much on the spread mechanic?
Yes.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We can be a little bit tighter, just like on normal.
Taunt burst.
Okay, bomb in 5. 1 out, 1 in.
I taunted. She
Watch your step. Not backward.
Okay, everybody in?
Bait.
Okay, roots in 5. We're going to loosely stack.
Close. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Okay, one out, one in.
I'll go in.
Okay, everybody get in.
Want me off?
Yes, please.
How long when this is last?
Bait. Tuned boss.
Oh,
Watch your step.
go ahead if it's safe, spell.
I'm right on top of the acid if I pop up like.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, loosely stack here.
Watch your feet.
Oh!
Ready. Not backward.
Ooh, gosh, get to where we need to be, folks.
Watch your feet.
I'm gonna take the inside, please.
Remember, folks, we don't want to take those to Africa. Just want to create the triangle with the boss in the center and the bombs, one to the left, one to the right.
Yeah, also, too, if you have that circle and you are in an open spot, try not to move too, because I had somebody just now, I was trying to get somebody else out of their, they were stuck to the ground, right? And they couldn't move. So I'm trying to bust them out. And somebody with the green was right over to the side of me, and then right before it dropped, moved right on top of me and knocked me off the edge. When they didn't have to move.
It's kind of funny how
Practice
she
Hand of Freedom yourself on this next pull. Hand of Freedom yourself now. Good.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny how she drags our dead bodies.
Right.
Right.
I don't know. This seems like an easy fight. I don't know what we're doing.
Well, and everyone has seen, that mechanic. All right, looks like we have to release and run back. So again, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so during that suck-in mechanic, the heroic upgrade is that we all have that white circle around us, and that's going to cause splash damage to people around us. So we need to loosely spread. Well, of course, at the same time, we're running for our lives. We're trying not to get sucked in, and we're also avoiding the slime puddles. So it's a pretty crazy intermission.
So should I Blessing of Freedom pretty much in the beginning of that? Is it going to come back on me?
No, you need to. So there's a stacking debuff that slows you down every single time she pulls you in. If you do it at the very beginning, the next time she does the debuff, it just comes back at full strength. So you save it for 3 or 4, so you can get out. You and your partner can get out, whoever you decide to do. And we should probably save roars for 3 and 4.
Can I also remind everybody when she gets to the point where she says loosely stacked, try to move, treat it like tendril, in Amateur Soul, where you kind of want to be close to the boss in an area where you can be DPS. You don't want to be out in Africa on your own where somebody's got to run out and try to get you, because when you're all close, everybody can DPS each other out.
Yep.
Another suggestion for that part, try to bring
all of the drops behind the boss, in between the poison and the boss, so that way we're not all trying to run through it as they're all dropped. Because that's just a lot of damage that the healer's got to keep everybody alive for. And if it's all dropped already behind the boss, you only really have maybe one puddle you might step in on the way to get back up to the boss.
Well, that's the other reason that we want to stack tighter than we are, because those puddles spread. So if you put a ring all the way around her of these puddles that don't touch any other puddles, they will spread and cover the whole area around her, and it makes it harder to move. So we want to be just like we are on normal, in this nice little tight group, but not overlapping your puddle with the person in the next puddle over.
You can overlap the rings, just not the person.
Right.
And that's why I was suggesting try to bring it as close as you can to the poison that's behind the boss. So when it does spread, it's only spreading into the poison, not taking up more of our safe place.
Very good, folks. Okay. Oh, it's that time already? All right, let's take a break.
So that last attempt, we got her to 55% when the fight was over. So we picked up 10%. So we're getting there.
We are. All right, see you guys in 5.
Sounds like my lab figured out how to help.
There's people getting hit by the web lines, spread webs on the floor.
I don't believe so, but it still should be avoided because those web lines do a lot of damage.
Just asking, I thought I dropped the green circle this last time in the clear area. By the time the circle formed, it was covered by webs.
I think the webs just kind of form along where the lines are going to be, or are, rather.
Okay.
And if you're in the center of those blades, when they all collapse onto you, you're likely dead.
Yeah, even just like for one of the wipes, I was just in one of the lines, and that was enough to pretty much take me from, I think, half health to dead. That's not even being in the junction where they meet, so it is something where it's like, yeah, if you're 2 seconds from a cooldown, you're 2 seconds from getting your cast off, you're 1 second from getting your cast off, just move.
Same thing with those green orbs that push out after the knockup. They hit hard and they put a dot on you.
Oh, they instant death almost.
Yeah, I got one shot by one of them at one point.
Yep. Better just take the DPS loss, the HPS loss, and move, because otherwise you're just adding to your woes.
Snow and snow. More snow. Is that too much snow?
It's only up to my chest. We need more snow.
I can't help with that. Help with that then.
I used to walk through this snow just to get to school every day.
Uphill and downhill both ways?
No, uphill both ways. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me how I did uphill both ways. Geography was a different thing back then, not like the sissy geography we have now.
Like I said before, physics hadn't been invented yet.
Well, back then the tectonic plates were still forming.
There you go.
Okay, I made a regret. Never mind.
May regret what?
I was messing with some toys and I got stuck in a toy, but I'm fine.
Why your name doesn't appear? Oh, if you turn to snow, your name doesn't appear in the raid. How do you turn to snow? What toy is that?
Snow blanket.
I'll put a feast down real quick. Make sure everyone's here.
Oh, I forgot to put a pylon down.
I'll put it over here by Grim. The Grim one.
Thank you.
Cozy up. Eat Papa. They want a fat Santa.
Is that what, the year without a Santa Claus?
Is the what?
Is that the year without a Santa Claus?
Nope. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the abominable snow monster of the north. It's when Mrs. Claus is trying to get Santa fattened up to deliver toys. It was one of those from Misfit Island.
Yukon Cornelius.
The Island of Misfit Toys, sir?
Mm-hmm. The King Racer.
Alright, he's ready to go.
He was a lion in that. I probably know too much about that. Yeah, class will be running out here for some probably in a minute or two. So
Couldn't walk, move.
Anybody watch the Mike Tyson fight last night?
Thank you for the culture.
Yep.
I watched the loading screen about most of the fight.
I watched a chick fight that was like awesome. Other than that, that whole thing sucked.
Yeah, I feel bad for the people that sat through 4 hours of that for a 15-minute non-fight.
I mean,
The middle
maybe
two
it
matches
was-
were fine. The first one was horrible, and the Tyson one speaks for itself.
They had something similar like a couple of years ago where he just clung on to Tyson.
Feast is down still.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Faint.
Okay, bomb in 5, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Oh god. Okay, everybody in? This is probably not going to work for me, is it? Oh, Glad it did. Roots in 5 will be stacking lightly here.
Stack up behind you.
Scoot in, guys. Scoot in.
I did not get Blessing of Freedom. There we go.
Both of our tanks are done anyways.
Yeah, it's funny how you got moved in the group, and I couldn't find you for a second. I guess the group got shifted around a little bit.
Let's wipe it up.
You could target him, hit Control F, and that'll give you a focus frame.
The puppy has been pushed too.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
I have full time.
Just a reminder, please stack up closer to behind in the beginning because we're dropping liquefy everywhere in that first pull.
Okay, bomb in 5, 1 out, 1 in.
Wow, you just run right back on.
Yeah, because I did have a.
Okay, everybody in. Good placement, folks. Okay, roots in 5. We're going to loosely stack.
Oh. Sorry, did you?
Bomb in 2, 1 out, 1 in.
I'll go in. Oh, I died. In the upkeys.
Okay, everybody in.
Perfect placement.
I got
You
you.
feel like an inch over there to work with.
Oh. Okay, let's wipe it up. What happened there?
Who are you asking?
I have a soul stone.
Yeah. Well, there's about 6 of us. It was going great, and then it went sideways.
what it's worth, if the puddle carrier dies, it's fine. It just drops the puddle wherever that person went, and we can all stack into it normally.
I have a question about the puddle. If it's there's one that's really in the bad, um, does anyone actually have to be in it except for the person that actually hits the button?
Yes.
Yeah, because you won't get knocked up.
And we have to mitigate the damage.
Okay.
So we'd have to stand in the bad. Otherwise the damage will kill us if we don't. From the bomb. From the wave hitting the bomb.
Gotcha.
Yeah, looks like what, because Eric had to run through the webs that we dropped from the white circles. And that's what killed him, which
Well,
made it harder for everybody else to stand in that circle.
Yeah, I didn't have, I only had Ghost Wolf at the time. I didn't have Gust of Wind or
Yeah.
my pause.
In either way, it was a pretty big puddle that you had to run through to get to where you needed to go.
Yeah, it was.
So if we
Okay.
can work on bringing that stuff closer to the poison, so it's out of the way, and then after everybody drops it, move back closer to the boss, and just gotta keep moving up with it. So that way, people that get the poison on them for the buttons have room to move, and then everybody can get into their position.
Next time that happens, I'll try to rescue the person. I could have saved you there, Eric, if I'd been fast enough.
No, it's all good.
You don't want to save him.
I mean, we all have to do stuff we find disagreeable from time to time.
Tuned boss.
Okay, bomb in 5, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
I'll go in.
Okay, everybody in.
Get locked up with. Bang. Tuned boss.
I got snow. Okay, loosely stacked for the roots.
Back behind the boss, near the venom.
Your feet. Watch your step.
I'm dead. Someone take the. Never mind. I can reincarnate. I'm dead again. Circle's out a bit.
I got it.
Okay, 1 out, 1 in.
Guys. Move back, move back.
My butt turn, my turn, butt turn. Oh!
Bang.
Next group is Eric. Oh, okay, let's wipe it up.
Watch your step.
I have a soul stone.
Okay, don't release, folks.
Also, for what it's worth, you don't take repair damage if you jump off when a wipe is called.
Thank you, thank you.
But what if I enjoy spending gold on repairs?
Well, we still have to wait for you, so it's still unacceptable, I'm afraid.
Do you mind if I move the right button up a little further? I can't. We've been going past that point. And
Yeah, it should be at
opposite
least
of us
a
right
blue,
now.
if not further.
we put it, they just sit there.
Yeah,
they're the one
I
that
just
touch-
I expected the other one to despawn, but it didn't.
I did too. That's nice. There we go.
Thanks, Eric, for switching. Eric's gonna go heals. And once we move into the next phase and we're starting up the ramps and we're dealing with the ads, it'll be nice to have 3 healers in each group.
Just a quick question: is there a reason why everybody is standing in front of the boss? Yeah, I know in normal, because we put the button in front of the boss, that's why we stand near it, so that way it's less time to get to it. Shouldn't we apply that same principle with everybody standing behind the boss and just moving forward as things get dropped?
Yes, we should be standing behind because the green puddles drop where we're standing. So if we're standing in front, we're going to drop the puddles in front or in the middle.
And that's what I was under the impression, and it just because we were spending a lot of time having to run
Around the green.
Right, between running around the green, moving the white circles to behind the boss, and the green circles.
Nighty night, Shorty.
Having to run back to the button. It's just a lot of time wasted and more chances of damage being taken.
Though I will say, the only time I do go in front, I've been going in front of the boss is when those line webs come out. Sometimes I have nowhere else to go but in front of the boss.
That's the one exception, because yes, you do need to move out of that, and that's a huge area damage, and that's why we suggested facing more with the boss to give room for people to move away. But the rest of the stuff should all be dropped behind the boss.
Correct. Yep.
One second, let me make sure I have the little get out of jail free thing with the paw thing. Okay. I'm ready, sorry.
All right, here we go. Okay, bomb in 3, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step. Get knocked upward.
Everybody in?
Watch where you are now. We're going to drop green soon.
Taunt boss.
Okay, we're going to be loosely stacking in 3. Loosely stack.
Watch your step.
Okay, 1 out, 1 in.
I go out.
Well done. Everybody in?
Get knocked upward. Taunt boss.
If it's safe, go ahead.
Watch your step.
Loosely stack.
Just move back a little bit.
Watch your feet.
1 out, 1 in.
Watch your
Okay, everybody in?
Get knocked upward.
Okay, here we go. So we spread out, don't stack, run to the edge.
I can say one thing, and I've thought about this on normal.
Just hold up for now.
Wait till we're done.
Okay, run to the edge. If we make it past here, remember, odds to blue, evens to green.
Okay, so I see how the other pole does more damage each pole.
Yep.
See what I was saying? At 3, you're basically stuck.
All right, let's go ahead and wipe it up. Great progress, folks.
After we touch the button, the person that touches the button, I think, gets the big green circle on them.
Yep.
Try to run to the edge or the center rather than along the line of the path, because if you run along the line of the path, it's harder for people to get away from you because your circle is so much bigger.
Yeah,
If
those.
you run to the edge, you're cutting off half the circle.
Yeah, those folks should be running behind, not in front.
Well, yeah, and that's what killed me, because somebody kept coming right towards the path that we were taking the boss, and I couldn't get out of it. And
That may have been me. If it's so, I apologize. You just have to realize that the people who go third aren't getting much practice on this, so I'll get better as we practice.
well, that's what I'm saying. Just run to the edge first. Go to the edge.
Sirs, do you want to rotate in the second and third into first so they can do some practice?
What I would just suggest,
Yeah.
Once you touch the button, as soon as you land, run to the middle.
Yep.
If you're on the inside.
If you want to switch me out,
because we all get launched up towards the boss, and we all land there. You're running towards the front of the boss, anyways. So instead of running in front of the boss, just run towards the middle. You can't run behind because there's all the poison there. You're gonna die. The only other place is to take it to the middle.
Right, but if the person that's on the outside runs to the outside backward, back, it's close, it's not as far for them to travel.
May not be fair, but
at that time, because we'll get yanked into the boss.
I think the best course of action is, if you touch the butt, do not run with the group. So period. So if you want to run towards the middle, fine, run towards the middle. If you want to run towards the outer edge, fine, run towards the outer edge. Do not run with the group, because everybody's going to be going
forward
the direction the boss is traveling. If you're going the direction the boss is traveling, people are having to try to get out of your circle. So inside or outside, not with the group.
And I think, in the interest of time, we only have half an hour left, and to keep things simple, we're going to keep the butt order the same. We are making progress, folks.
that's what's missing.
Good.
That's right.
Odessa, are you able to break the web thing?
I am. It's got a minute cooldown right though, basically, almost a.
Okay, well,
it's a long cooldown.
Right, I was just gonna.
Okay, bomb in 5, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Going in.
Ah!
Ooh, we had a premature pop.
I got launched into it. Let's wipe it up.
I have a soul stone.
Yeah, just I was gonna say, if your thing is on cooldown, Odessa, try to make sure you're getting closer up to the boss, okay? A couple times you were out in Egypt or Africa, and I had to run over, and we were trying to break you out.
I'm aware of that.
Thanks, Spellcheck.
Technically, Egypt is in Africa.
Yeah, you know.
Everything you're saying, I'm aware of.
Aren't we supposed to be closer to the poison than the boss with that?
Behind, yeah.
So you don't want to be hugging the boss unless the boss is close to the poison. If we're doing the stair mechanic, we want to be close to the poison, so we drop our puddles there.
So many people are running toward the middle, and I'm having to run a long way around to get to the boss.
For sure. If it means that we're DPSing people out of the thing less than we are the boss, that's okay right now, because we're just learning, and we're not killing the boss anytime soon.
No, I'd rather try to practice doing the mechanic. If she says loosely stacked, that means gather up together, not be
Not
spread out
near
into
the
the
boss
poison.
kill.
Yeah.
Misunderstanding.
Okay, right, but if he's all on by himself,
Hey,
he's
guys,
not
can we,
loosely stacked.
instead of arguing, can we actually just try
Okay,
and
you
kill
know
the
what?
boss? Like, it's fine.
And I think I need a break. I'm gonna take a break for us tonight. Sorry.
Just to be clear, Kill, are you staying for this poll? Okay, let's go. Lots, thank you. Bomb in 5, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Everybody in? Oh, well done. I got Quixie.
Breaking the zone out.
Okay, roots in 2, loosely stack.
Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Okay, bomb, 1 out, 1 in. I'll get kills, please. Everybody in?
Get knocked upward. Run out. Watch your feet. Watch your step.
Okay, loosely stack. Okay, one out, one in. This will be Eric and Odessa. Everybody in?
Oh, I am stuck. I can't. Oh, there we go.
Watch your feet.
Run to the edge. Remember, try to spread out as best we can. Run to the edge. Run to the edge. Okay, let's wipe it up.
I have a full stone.
Awesome. Now, once we get past this intermission and we all go to DPS the ad that drops the orb that catapults us up, the heroic upgrade to that mechanic is those ads are also going to spawn orbs that we have to avoid. Other than that, it's the exact same mechanic.
Can I get a Jeeves or something down, please?
I'll drop one.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
Thank you, Gotcha, for requesting the G's. I'm not giving left.
Thank you for Eric for going heals and make me feel like a noob. Your skills are impressive.
He paid me to take extra damage to pad his numbers.
Oh, you also got that offer?
He said I was the only one. And to not say anything about it, so screw you.
I was gonna say, what heals added something different to healing our DPS. Is he in the raid?
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Minton, listen here, buddy.
Oh, you called me Minton, man, you like.
Now I'm torn between a healer and somebody that's giving me Blessing of Freedom. I don't know who to choose.
I mean, I give you a hard time, does that count?
Yes, yes it does.
My new monitor I'm actually seeing for the first time is really cool scar. Grin's little headstone gate.
Your poor other monitor, jeez.
The game looks so much better now, it's crazy. Your health stones before was just like a green blob with a spinny thing in the middle.
Speaking of, how is Percy's monitors doing?
Oh, good. My spare one is working just fine. So I think the other one's pooched.
Did you figure out your audio issue?
When I plugged in my other monitor, it just all corrected itself. It was weird. Okay, bomb. One out, one in.
Watch your step.
Perfect placement. Hunters. Okay, everybody in. Make sure we run that out, folks.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Taunt boss.
Okay, loosely stacked for roots.
Watch your
Okay, bomb in 3, 1 out, 1 in. I'll take kill spot. 1 out, 1 in. Very nice. Everybody in?
rain. Backward. One out. Rain.
Oh my god.
Taunt boss.
Okay, let's wipe it up.
Watch your step. Move.
I have a system.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, that first one was my bad. It's
Well, and not to mention you're healing, so like it's intuitive, right? You're running away from the folks who need who you need to heal.
well, plus because I do it on the first one, I have to go through rounds 2 and 3 of not doing it. So then when we redo it, my brain is still on. Oh, you don't have to run.
Didn't we down court on our second poll tonight?
We did.
That's pretty awesome.
It is awesome. And just so you guys know, like comparatively speaking, we're doing really well. Like there are guilds that are still on phase 1 after several weeks. So we're doing great.
Also, between this and court is the easier fight, and we're, like Persa said, we're doing decent on this. Because all court does is hits harder and has more more resistance to damage. It's the same fight on normal as heroic. This is not.
And to give some additional context, only 2 guilds on Argent Dawn Scryers have downed Heroic Queen.
Don't be discouraged. More and more people are living further and further into the fight. We'll
That's
get
right.
there.
I'm having a blast. I love this. This is awesome.
Awesome.
Please let me be discouraged if I want to. But...
Hey, spell check.
Eric,
Savvy is better to put freedom on. Savvy is better to put freedom on tanks. We can. However, we've got both of our tanks. They're getting out of the roots pretty easy.
Spell check. Are you first on even?
Yeah.
You want to swap with me so you can heal?
It's up to you.
I'll take first, and you can go third.
Yep, update's all part of the dance, bro.
Yep. That's fine enough. We can have the first one.
Okay, thank you.
So, spell check. These first round rolls that you goes to.
What?
All right, so
I
Odette.
was going to say myself, but that's probably pushing it too far.
I love you how you are.
3, 2, 1.
Absolutely.
Raid.
A pain in the keister.
Taunt boss.
Okay, bomb in 2, out and in.
Watch your step.
Oh my god.
Raid.
Okay, out and in. Oh, I gotcha. Oh shoot.
Taunt boss.
Okay, loosely stacked for the roots here.
Watch your step.
Okay, out and in for the next bomb.
Watch your feet.
Is this 2?
This is 2. I've got kills. Everybody in?
Run out.
Oh, shoot.
Bait.
Want me to?
In the interest of time, let's wipe it up. Let's get another good attempt here.
That was a lot better with the web drops there. There were still a few people that dropped them ahead, which affects when the buttons go off, because we end up landing it if it's on the boss. I did see a few people die to that.
And I popped the butt a little too late there for my group.
I realized, I apologize.
I don't know if there's anybody that can res.
I can knock. Want me to knock or no?
If you want, I'm running back now.
Did I? Oh, I guess you must have popped, huh?
I don't talk about it.
That's okay. You know, you were doing what you thought was best. You were trying to heal. We all love you, Spellcheck. We appreciate you. I bet you still haven't logged into your mage.
I have not.
You should do that.
I ran a whole bunch of teas today, and then I went and got dinner.
You should still log into your mage.
I will do that before bed.
Okay.
Did we get a mass res?
I am
almost
running back.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All good. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Spellcheck.
You're welcome.
There's a few of us in Africa over here. Did you get that, Mary?
No, I had to reload my UI and I got stuck on it.
Okay, we got you.
I got it though. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
You.
Mary, why you bugging?
That just popped in my head too.
Who sings that?
Me. But in real life, it's Run DMC.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
No, I already knew what he was saying, so I gave him that one. Low-hanging fruit for him.
Here we go.
I take what I can get.
Okay. Oh, God, I'm crashing hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bait. Too close.
Okay, bomb in 2, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step.
Okay, everybody in.
Bait.
Okay, loosely stacked for roots.
repeat. What?
Bomb in 3, 1 out, 1 in.
I go outside.
Okay, everybody in.
Backward. Run out.
Mate.
Getting Quixie. Let's do a rally.
Watch your step.
Okay, loosely stack here for roots. Out and in. Okay, last group. Everybody in. Oh, shoot.
Phase change.
All right, spread out a little bit. Okay, run to the outer edge.
Oh.
Cookies, health pots. Okay, run to the outer edge. Cookies, health pots. Okay, run to the outer edge. Watch those puddles. If you get pulled into them, it's a one shot. Pulling in, run to the edge. All right, let's wipe it out. This will probably be our last attempt, folks.
I don't have it till Sunday time.
I can honk if you want.
Hey, Inway, I discovered a trick for that pull-in. If you shift into cat form, it clears it for a second, and if you shift back, it clears it again, and if you shift again, it clears it. So you can shift back and forth, and it'll clear it so you can run out.
Okay,
Ooh.
nice. If I survive till that phase.
Yeah. So because if you saw, I survived till 4. On 3, I was able to get all the way to the edge from the queen.
Okay.
Of course, you know Ghost Wolf negates are flowing, so you can run as far as you want to.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been saving my Windrush totem for like 3 and 4 as well.
All right, folks, this will be it. Our last attempt. I know I need to repair, but we should be okay.
Great boss, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's less, thank you.
Ooh.
Okay, bomb in 5, 1 out, 1 in.
your step?
Everybody in? Okay, loosely stack for roots.
Watch your step.
Okay, Ballman 3, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your feet.
I'll stay here.
Okay, everybody in?
Get locked upward. Run out. Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Let's see here. I'm gonna get DK up. Loosely stack here.
Watch your feet. Watch your step. Get locked upward.
Okay, everybody. Oh, we got 5 minutes left. Okay, wipe it up. Last attempt, promise.
Nice.
I do need
I have
it.
a soul stone.
Anyone have another Jeeves?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you.
It was our last attempt, unless it wasn't our last attempt.
Mm.
Thank you, Yasmin Perez.
Thank you, thank you.
She is the better healer.
Better about that little shade I threw your way.
So shady, it's nighttime over here.
Did you get that, DK? And was there a Jeeves?
Oh, sorry.
Nope, that's okay.
I'll drop it behind the healthstones.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh wait.
No, it's all good.
Don't
No,
go
it's
with
fine.
that, don't go
No,
with
it's okay.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah, you sure?
Yep.
Taunt boss.
Ballman 2, 1 out, 1 in.
Watch your step. Get locked upward.
Okay, everybody in? Okay, roots in 3. Stack up. Well done.
Watch your step.
One out, one in. Everybody in.
Ring it left upward. Run out. Fade.
We have a rally, please. Okay, I'm getting Raz.
Or step.
Okay, loosely stack for roots. One out, one in.
I'm lagging.
Everybody in.
Ring it left upward.
Oh dear. Oh.
Phase change.
I just murder you. I'm sorry.
I had a huge lag spike.
Move to the edge. That's okay. We'll play it out here. Okay, run to the outer edge. Run to the outer edge. Run to the outer edge. Oh, we're wiping, but we're learning.
I got this mofo.
And the prize goes to Eric.
What?
Come on, sucker.
No, Eric ran into me a couple of times with the
Oh, dude, we all ran into each other. That is a tight little funnel.
I think he focused on healing himself and not the raids, so
Adding his number.
Do we have to do a certain amount of damage to her during that phase, or does she do it?
we have to break the shield.
Yeah, we have to break her shield. Thank you,
So
thank
really
you.
close to breaking the shield that time, though.
And if you think about the comment of the funnel, it's a very tight funnel. That's the reason that we want to make sure that everything is behind the boss. That way we have to move the boss as little as possible, so we're taking up less of the platform, because when we hit that intermission, we only have what we did not step on already.
Yep.
It sounds like you want one more pull. Is that what I hear? I don't know.
No.
We've had a few folks.
I've seen enough of this lady's butt for one night.
Well, that was great progress. I know it feels like we just got beat up tonight, but that was great progress, folks.
Well, thanks for having me. I had a blast. Thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad.
yeah, it was really good, and you really touched on it first. Like, there's been a lot of guilds that have been spending weeks on this, right on her, and we're doing really well.
Right, we saw 50%.
Yep. So, And like I said at the beginning of the night, we'll take a look at the logs. We will need to increase both our healing and our DPS minimums. We haven't increased them yet, all progression, like they've remained at 500. But we're going to need a little bit more oomph, especially once we get into phase 2 and we have to deal with all the bridge phases and all those adds. Otherwise, we're just going to get overrun by too much damage that we're not going to be able to heal through, and also just too many adds. So we'll take a look at those logs. I will post those expectations very shortly. And also with respect to enchants, make sure that you have at least 2 or 3 star enchants, because it all matters. So if you're missing any enchants, that's a no-no. So make sure you get those, and make sure they're at least 2 or 3 star enchants.
Socket did. There's a couple Jew crafters like myself who have the socket recipe.
Oh.
And if anyone wants to go over logs, we have some folks that are really, really good at that stuff. So I know it's not always easy asking for help, but if you feel like you need it, ask. You know,
Yeah.
we're pretty encompassing, so we try not to poke people in the eye with that stuff.
And also, don't hesitate to watch the videos again too. For tonight, I did not have my camera on because I'm not feeling well. You don't want to see this face, but just revisiting the logs and also revisiting the videos, just in terms of positioning and raid awareness, it's just a perspective that you may not see. So it just helps to review everything from a different perspective, and even in like looking at the logs and looking at replay. That's also really helpful to take a look at positioning and where the raid is at and where you're at and where the mechanics are. It offers a good perspective.
So, videos I totally, completely watched. Where would I find the links to see those?
They are linked in the, if you look in the announcements, and then in Queen Anseric, the channel in the Discord, which the announcements will link you directly to.
I totally knew that. Thank you.
And I've created channels for each boss along with my notes in there. And I've tried to keep the mechanics as simple as possible. I'm trying not to be too verbose, try to just focus on the most important mechanics, which, like I said, I've included in those channels.
And next week is to continue on Queen, so we can put up the rest of it?
Correct. Yep. We will hold the lockout. So we will be on Queen for next Saturday. So.
I have a different name for her, actually.
Yeah. That's no problem, Ice Tiger. Yep. We'll throw an invite when you get here.
Thank you. First that I wanted to make for the button groups.
Yeah. What were you thinking?
Would it be possible? I know this is kind of like nitpicking about it, but could we make the inner group the melee heavy group and the outer group the range group? Because I found myself a lot of time off the boss, waiting for the button to get pressed, just to be able to get back to the boss in DPS, because where it gets dropped, it is a little further away.
That's a great point, and I will try to be more mindful of that for next Saturday. I do try to balance the groups with the DPS because we're going to need balanced DPS when we split and going up the ramps. But good point. I will try to make sure that there's more melee in the inner, so that way you're not running to Africa to be where you need to be.
The only question I have is the one video you sent had all the range in the center instead.
The range in the center.
Yeah, that video I watched it. Yeah, they had it on the inner side and then sent the outer.
The only question I have towards that, because I'm gonna go back and rewatch it myself. Was the boss towards the outer more, so that way it gave room for the bomb to go off in the center and away from the boss? Because that's the only thing that I can see why they would do that. Makes it
So
easier.
the only thing about and I agree with the groups being melee or range heavy, but the only thing about that is it does add the complexity of when to pop the bubble. Because if you have the range group way far behind the boss and the melee group right up next to the boss, the bubbles are getting popped at different times.
I think what Opti is saying is based on how we had things right now, because you have ranged. So just literally, if we did everything the same, but melee was with melee and ranged were with ranged, he would have more uptime than the boss, and range would, well, range is always gonna have more uptime on the boss anyway. But,
Yeah, I understand. I'm just pointing out that the bubble pop times will be altered. That's all.
I think that'd probably improve for us when we get, more consistent with the drops of the circles also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and simply it's just a suggestion for when we, because I mean, realistically, once we perfect the mechanics, we want as much uptime for all DPS, because you gotta think, okay, if we're getting phased in to the next phase by the timer, that's a lot of health that we gotta deal with at the end of the going into phase 3. And that's with more ads, more portals, more everything.
really, just point out, like, again, if we did it the same way we did now, with the group split up, the buttons wouldn't get changed because the buttons are the way they are. Also, it's a pretty generous timer. I mean, I don't play melee, so I don't know how quick you guys are, but it's a pretty generous timer for getting out to the button. I know Paracells get to the button, but even from there, it's like I'm counting a good 6-7 seconds where I'm leisurely walking over to the circle.
It's not even getting to the button that I'm having a hard time with. It's just sometimes the outer button is way out of range for my spells to hit, and so then now we have 5-6 seconds that all melee in the outer group can't do anything.
Yeah.
Wait, the
Oh,
outer
goodness.
or the inner?
I'm suggesting
Stop streaming. I forgot I was streaming.
When we are inside the circle,
Oh my god.
right next to the boss.
All right then,
majority of the
folks.
time.
Well, nighty night.
When they're placed perfectly,
I'll talk to you guys later.